Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you send your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Nice.
Holly, thank you. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. On target. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this.
Here's a little room there. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
The run inside. It's Overton. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snap from the gun on third down. Fires quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He'll do it himself. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. Stumbled to the ground. The Hokies in the hurry-up. They'll throw on third and short. On target. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Setting up the screen. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running inside. It's Overton. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
On the move. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? The Cardinals will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Overton. Runs through the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hokies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Green. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Running inside. It's Overton. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense putting points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pocket breaking down. Still looking for a man. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big play.
Breaks free. Touchdown, Cardinals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Sends it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll start on the ground with Brown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's Pitt keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. not to mention multiple scores. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the move, it's Overton. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Heath. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in with one hand. Corralled and brought down by the defense. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Takes a hit as he fires. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Really good job by the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. running play of this drive will come from their own 23. The run inside. It's Overton. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Overton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Escapes the pressure going right. Pulls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Under fire. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Overton. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they got it. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Overton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
To the air on second down. Moving out to the right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Back to pass on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game.
31, Virginia Tech, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense is headed back out on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Makes it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. First down, right back to Brown. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman...
There he goes! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They send the tight end in motion. One more time, it's Brown. Picks up the first down. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.